Hello and thank you for joining us. I'm Angel Rakhante. Joining us today, we have some of the most exceptional graduates of the year 2021, and they are here to share with us some of their experiences as students in Wenzhou University. Without further ado, let's jump right into the interview.
Yes, my name is Viviana Scano. I come from Italy, from the south of Italy, a city called Napoli, and I was a student in Wenzhou University. I was doing my master's in teaching methodologies in Chinese. I was studying with Chinese students. I was the only foreigner.
My name is Theodros. I'm from Ethiopia, and I'm a graduate from the major of Computer Science and Technology at Wenzhou University.
Hi everyone, my name is Aliya. I come from Kyrgyzstan. Currently, I have graduated from Wenzhou University. I got bachelor degree in international trade and economy.
My name is Aaron Inkata, and I'm from Zambia. Been studying software engineering here in Wenzhou University, and I'm a very thoughtful person, and I'm kind, and I'm very compassionate, and I'm always positive. So basically that's all about me.
My name is Refilio Mahlatsi. I'm from Lesotho. I'm currently graduated from Wenzhou University. I majored in BSc of Visual Sciences and Biotechnology.
Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm from Zambia, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Biotechnology from Wenzhou University.
Well, when I first came to Wenzhou, I was an exchange student. I came here to study one semester of Chinese language, and it was because in Italy I was working in a Chinese-Italian school. I was teaching Italian to Chinese students because we have many Chinese in Italy. Many of them are from Wenzhou, so they suggested for me to come to Wenzhou University.
The reasons that I decided to come to Wenzhou University and China in general is because I have heard about the transformation that China has underwent through the past 20 years, and I wanted to experience the transformation myself. And Xi Jinping recently said seeing is 100 times better than hearing. So if you just authentically experience everything by yourself, it's better than getting some information from outside.
So first, when I was finishing the school, like my mom suggested me to go abroad to study, and I was like, okay, but I was a little bit, I was a little bit worried because, of course, abroad is difficult, right? Maybe the language is different, everything is different. So, and they proposed me like several countries, and there was also Europe and Turkey and Russia, and China. But I don't know why I wanted to choose China. Maybe it was my destiny, and my birthday is 1st October. And then when I came to China, I realized that my birthday actually is the same day as Independence Day of China. So I think it was like a destiny, yes.
When I was back home, I've always wanted to study software engineering, and when I was applying I had two options, either to go to Shandong or to come to Wenzhou University. And I wanted to go to Shandong, but they didn't offer software engineering, so I had to come here to Wenzhou University. And I had some recommendation from some of my friends, my Chinese friends, to come to Wenzhou.
The main reason for choosing Wenzhou University was I was just surfing through the net, planning like, okay, what's the next move? What am I gonna do now after school and everything? So, and then, through the help of, because I applied through, and then my agent was giving me options like, oh no, you choose Wenzhou University because of all the reviews that she was giving me. And looking through all the reviews and all the things she was saying, showing me pictures and everything, that really sold me. And then I found out there were like some of my countrymates that were already here. So already knowing that kind of gave me the thing like, okay, this school can really be good for you, maybe to come help you like develop more like on your skill set and everything, you know, to hone your skills, and then maybe help you build more on my craft, like for the real world. Hence why I choose it.
Choose? Well, I'm not sure. I chose what I wanted to study, but I did not choose the school. But I think when I came here, I would say my expectations were slightly higher than what I found, but it wasn't really a bad choice. I have a belief that it's not about the place where you are, but it's about what you do where you are. So
Well, China is for sure very different from Italy, very different from Europe. Well, first of all is the food. For sure it will stay with me forever. I didn't used to eat any chili when I came here. Now I'm used to eat chili. And also I got used to the language, of course. My language improved a lot during these years. And what will stay with me was for sure the experience that I got studying here in Wenzhou University, not only from the point of view of studying in a Chinese university, but also being in contact from people from all over the world.
So I would like to explain my experience in China in terms of 4 aspects. So the first one is the language. When I first came to China, it was very difficult for me to master the language, and it was I found it very difficult to communicate with Chinese people. And whenever you're confronted with a difficult situation, it forces you to learn and better yourself, and that's what I did. So I tried to learn the language as quickly as possible so that I could communicate with the local people. And the next one is culinary. China has a lot of interesting cuisines that you can try, and a lot of them are similar with the cuisines in my country because they eat a lot of spicy food. One of the cuisines that I like is hogo and also jiaozi. And there are also other interesting aspects that you can find in China. If you're more adventurous, you can find a lot of sceneries that you can visit, from the Terracotta Army in Xi'an to the Great Wall in Beijing. And even in Wenzhou, there are a lot of beautiful places, temples, which reflect the values and beliefs of the local Chinese community. So even the technological advancement in China is it's advancing very quickly. So even I want to take some of the experience that I have in China and take it back home so that I could contribute back to my community.
Actually, maybe before, maybe it was like my view. I saw that in China everything, you know, the air quality is bad, because I used to think that maybe there is a lot of factories and like you know, a lot of, I know this is industrial country, but maybe I thought the air is bad. But actually when I came to Wenzhou, I really realized that the environment and the air quality is really good. I mean, like, even though there's a lot of factories, like the industry is booming, but even though I think I really love the environment of Wenzhou University. I think it's the most beautiful, and also the air is also good. I think, yeah, Wenzhou is a really nice city. I mean, the nature, the air is really good.
China is a very developed country, and the technology here, I think it's more advanced than most of the countries, and I stand to be corrected, but I find it very amusing here in China. The technology, it's way better than other countries that I've been to, and the infrastructure and the security also here, it's mind-blowing. For example, you know, in these other countries, it's not how can I put this? It's not safer than China. We have security everywhere, security cameras, and when you lose something, it's very easy for you to find it, because there are cameras everywhere. So that provides me with the sense of security. And I've lost a lot of my stuffs, and within maybe an hour or less, I am able to locate them.
One thing I would say that is that Chinese people, they are culturally rich. They are deeply rooted in their culture, in the tradition. Like you can even see it through like how they preserve the cultural architecture. Like you can see even with the Asian history how it's still preserved and how they talk about it and everything. Even like the beautiful scenery, like even with Wenzhou, the university town, like it's nestled in this beautiful mountainous region. And yeah,
I think the impressions are good. I mean, there are times when you experience something that is not really good and then you start thinking negative stuff, but there are people that are good and that can change your entire perspective about the place. I have met good teachers, I have met good friends, I have met Chinese people that are just there for you, like your friends and all that. They're willing to help you out with stuff, and that literally just erases the bad that you meet when you're here. So the impressions so far have been okay, I would say, about the place, the people. Yeah, that's pretty much that.
Yeah, maybe not from my major, for sure not from my major, because it's not meant for foreigners, it's meant for Chinese. So it was difficult sometimes because they had no idea, they never had a foreign student, so they had no idea. They didn't even know what did it mean for a foreigner to study Chinese. They asked me, why do you have to study Pinyin? You are a grown-up, why should you study Pinyin? Things like that. So maybe not in my major, because foreigners need teachers that understand their difficulties as a foreigner in another country. So I would suggest them to do another major for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely advise for anyone who wants to broaden their horizon or they want to further their study. If you want to get a job, there are a lot of business opportunities in China. And since there is a connection between Africa and China, there are a lot of partnership and investments being made. You can compete in a lot of entrepreneurship competitions, which is easier for you to excel in any kind of sector.
Yeah, of course, because I think Wenzhou now is, if I'm not mistaken, like Wenzhou is booming because I know that the GDP of the city is very high. Like, of course, Wenzhou is not the famous city in China, because we know that Shanghai, Beijing is the most famous cities in China. But actually yesterday I attended one business meeting, and they mentioned that Wenzhou actually top 30 cities by GDP. So I think if you want to learn business, especially private, enterprise, you have to come to Wenzhou and learn. I think here you can got also the theoretical part and also the practical part, because there's a lot of factories and the industry is booming.
Yeah, definitely I would encourage someone to come to Wenzhou University. But they have to be very, very tough, and they have to be very serious, because Wenzhou University has got strict rules with international students compared to other universities. So you have to be focused, and you have to know why you are coming here. You're not coming here to play or to involve yourself in other extracurricular activities, and you have to be a focus-minded person if you want to come here and survive.
Okay, yeah, I would. But one advice I would really give somebody is, especially anybody coming aboard, is that they should really have that bold attitude, and they should really be determined. I think those prerequisites are the ones that you should really, really have, and that you should be ready to adapt. Like, you should be ready to adapt and just immerse yourself in the environment and just, yeah, do you.
Would I? It depends. I think I wouldn't advise any student to go to any school in the first place if they do not know what they want to do. Condition. But if they do know what they want to do, like I said, it's mostly not about the place where you are, but about what you do where you find yourself. So you can find yourself in the best school, but if you're not hardworking and you're not studious, you're still going to come out of that school the worst student. And you can still go to the worst school, and if you know what you're doing and why you're there, and you still come out the best student.